Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fallout 4, a hardcore exploration experience. Did you know that one of the fundamental rules of modding, maybe it's different in other games, but it's not in this game, it is what I'm about to say, that being, never remove mods mid-playthrough. Now, we haven't done that, don't worry. What we've done is the opposite. What we've done is the opposite of that. We have added a mod mid-playthrough. So, the way this mod works, this mod is pack attack, by the way. I want to see if this mod, which I normally use, this is the mod that I've been using before the real AI mod came along. I want to see if they work together. Apparently they do. Let's find out. But what it means, because the way this mod works, what it means is that we can't remove the mod. We can, but we shouldn't. Alright, we can do it. We can remove the mod if it doesn't work, if it's no good, if it's totally horrible. Then we can remove it, like I say. But then, you know, you put the series at risk, essentially. Anyway, we're going to try it. So we've now got Pack Attack active with the Real AI mod. Alright, I need to take a minute to get myself set up. Okay. They did it again. I was in the middle of setting things up. I hope I'm not talking really loud. I probably am. I was in the middle of trying to get myself set up. Because obviously the game doesn't pause in these menus. Did it pause in this menu before? It didn't anyway, did it?
Human time is done! This is the age of the... Ah! Face me, you coward! Can't escape me!
Okay, so they're already acting differently, are they? Well, I don't know actually. Now we don't really know what's responsible for what. I suppose that could potentially be a problem. Although... Huh. Did you hear that door? Here's the thing. We've done a fair bit. That is one of the best things I have ever seen in this game. I love that. And that is definitely staying. Alright, give me a second. Oh no. Mate. Surprise attack. Okay, we're set up. We're good to go. We are just going to very quickly make one more bottle of purified water. And we can make a red scorpion egg omelette. Let's do it. We can also... Is this linked to our... Oh, this is linked to our supply locker because we don't have this food on us, the raw stuff. I just made sure of that one moment ago. Okay, so let's get rid of some of this stuff. Ammo is all set. What ammo do we have? 308, 38 shotguns. So we've got... Oh, extra guns here. We've got 38, 308 shotguns, and we're not going to take this with us. I'm going to leave that for another episode. Alright guys, we're still at our base so we can save as often as we like. Now, as I was trying to say, I feel like we've done a fair bit of testing of the Real AI mod. You guys know exactly what it's all about so far. The Real AI plus the Real AI Untethered. Now, what I would like to know, as I just said, is how well, I want to know how well this new Real AI mod interacts with Pack Attack, because Pack Attack is amazing. And let me just get a quick rundown on exactly what Pack Attack does for you. Wow guys, honestly, it's so much. The mod isn't actually available through the Nexus anymore. You have to do a quick Google search, get access to the Discord server, And once you're in the Discord server, there's loads and loads of information. Needless to say, essentially what it does is it adapts and evolves the AI, the enemy AI, most significantly during combat to just make them better. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on it. There's so much information in there, the specifics around exactly what it does. All you really need to know is in a way, it does something a little bit similar to real AI, but different at the same time. And that's why that's why I've been playing with it for the longest time, as long as I can remember, using more spawns and pack attack to create this kind of strategic, intense combat, gunplay that we've been experiencing here. Now, honestly, straight up, I think the Real AI mod has done a better job so far. This has been my favourite experience in terms of gunplay so far, and that's why I'm curious to see what they do together. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's give us a bit of an objective. We're going to head south in this series, in this episode, because this is the last episode of, what's it called again? A hardcore exploration series. For now, for the time being, for a little while, I want to move on to another project that I've got in mind, and so this is going to be the last episode released for a little while. This series has been extremely well received. Don't worry, we will definitely be returning to it, to the same story and the same setup, the same character here, the same series. But there's something else I want to do. I want to play around with, I tell you what, actually you'll already know about it because I've already released it on the channel. So it's not a surprise, you'll already know about it. I want to play around with some permadeath in Ground Zero with, you guessed it, the Real AI mod, and just maybe a couple others. I'm not quite sure yet exactly what I'm going to do, but I want to do a full, proper permadeath experience in a true zombie apocalypse. So it's going to be the Ground Zero setting with no NPCs, or how Ground Zero is. It does have NPCs now. It's got like gangs of sorts. A little bit like Frost does, if you've ever seen Frost, like survivors, you know? Anyway, so this is going to be the last episode for a bit. I don't know when. If you're really missing the series and you really want to see it come back soon, you guys know how to let me know that you are very interested in that. And, you know, I keep an eye on the videos, the amount of likes they get, the amount of views they get, the amount of comments they get. So if I see that there's a fair amount of activity around this specific episode, then I'll know that you want to see it back real soon. But, you know, hopefully by then you're also enjoying the what I feel is going to be a pretty short episode, a short series. Hopefully you're also enjoying the Ground Zero permadeath stuff. So the plan for this episode, now that we are back in action here, focused where we're supposed to be, lots of corpses. Whoa. The plan for this episode is to move into the main city. Normally I was just going to continue looting over there. But what I want to do here is... Oh, wow. Doesn't seem to be super accurate, that radar. You've got to take a moment to just soak it up, don't you? When you hear that sound. We want to move into the city. Jesus. And I want to find us a gunner. We want to enter into some gunner territory. I just want to test it out. I want to see if we're ready. If we are capable. Wow, this is mental. This is... I feel like I'm in a war zone right now. Did she fall down that hole? That's not paused, is it? Oh, it's not paused. Good, okay. I don't think we're going to make this. I may have bitten off more than I can chew with this. Shit. There isn't normally... They aren't normally there, are they? They're not normally there. So that's interesting. We might not even be able to get to the gunners. Okay, try again, I suppose. Maybe. Obviously, I'm not going to go that way. Now, I don't know exactly where the gunners are. I just know that there's some locations further on into the city. There might even be some over here. I don't know. But we obviously can't go across there. So either this one or this one here. That'll do us. Also, we're a bit thirsty. We're very thirsty. You don't get a lot, do you? Is that something to do with our current stats? Like our, you know, debilitations? That we... It takes more to... Is it something to do with the parasites? I know it says require more food. But I guess it could be. So we require more food. I didn't realise that's how it worked, you know. I always assumed that it meant you got hungrier and thirstier faster. But it might not be that. It might be that you actually need to eat more and drink more when you get hungry and thirsty to satiate, satisfy your hunger and thirst. Okay. We didn't read any of these last time, did we? Pigman was here. Find me if you dare. Huh. Okay. That's new. Where? There. I have been in there before, actually, but I've never received that letter to make me aware of it. Okay, we might not even be able to get where I'm headed. We might not be ready for that yet. That's a valid potential reality, I suppose. But we are going to try. So like I say, honestly, I've been playing with Pack Attack for so long. I can't remember the specifics of exactly what it does. I would have learned them once upon a time. But actually the mod has evolved massively since I started using it. You know, it's gone back years and years. Minimum, it's gone back six years minimum since I started using it. So it has definitely evolved since then. Oh my god, they actually spotted me from this distance. After all, they're raiders with what looks like a desire to kill, you know. I love how inaccurate they are, though. Like, this feels quite realistic, you know. They're not able to hit me. They haven't hit me once yet. Oh yeah, I should definitely reload my stuff, shouldn't I? Caught me out before that did. So, I was a little bit thrown off there because of this blurry background. I thought that the when the game doesn't pause, the background doesn't blur like that. So it threw me off for a second while we were on top of that bridge. Wow. Did you see that movement over there? They are tracking me from across the river. I wonder if they'll make their way to me. This feels very aggressive. Whoa, that was a hit. Shit, okay. Looks like... Oh, wow, was that a headshot? Okay, well, this is a lot. This might be too much, but, you know, we'll stick with it. You know, it could just result in this experience becoming quite hyper-realistic. Oh wow, this whole place is extremely dangerous. I was gonna say, they can't reach me from there, can they? Oh wow, they're up top too. Guys, this is mental. It definitely wasn't this hard before, was it? Everything's way more aggressive. As you saw with the... Oh, what a shame. They've fallen off. Oh well. We got to experience it together. You and I. Probably never again. That will probably never ever happen ever again. Anyway. Yeah, it feels like everything's way more keep going to say expressive. Aggressive. Shit, right, so maybe we can't get across the river yet. I mean, I suppose we could go around this way. Try to. Should we try that? It's another option, isn't it? So, what have you been up to? What are you doing? I'm just out here, hanging out in the apocalypse, trying to get across the river. We might not be able to do this. Right now, the feeling I'm getting is one reminiscent of the times that I've tried to play games like DayZ and Escape from Tarkov, basically multiplayer games where you know some of the people on the server, or on the game at least, people who play the game, know life the game, and they're amazing. And they have, not even necessarily no life it, but they've been playing it for years. Ooh, this could be interesting. They've been playing it for years, and they're very good, and you're not, and you have no idea what you're doing, and you have no gear. And so, you know, I play like this, basically a paranoid wreck, just dying all the time. And, yeah, given what we've just experienced there, I feel like we're in a similar kind of situation. We're not ready for gunners, are we? I tell you what we could do. There's a bridge somewhere. with an encampment of gunners on it here. And we're not far from there. That's where we're going to go. It's a very small encampment compared to, well, some of the places I was thinking of going into. Alright, it's right in front of us, so... I've done Beantown Brewery a few times, so... It's not high up on the list of places to explore. Plus, I am a little bit keen to see how armed, how well armed the gunners are. Because as I've said, I've got a lot of weapons mods installed. And we haven't seen any enemies yet spawning with the weapons. The raiders have all had pipe pistols. And I think a lot of the weapons that I've installed have been assigned to the gunners. So, I'm just kind of curious to make sure. Thank you. I meant to face the robots when I did that. To make sure that the weapons mods are at least working properly. And also, I'd like to get some good gear for our settlement that we are going to be building at some point. Okay, so we're coming up on the bridge now. Don't get me wrong, I don't know whether or not we can take on the gunners. Considering how far away everything is when it's spotting us. Oh my god. Thank God for those extra points in endurance, right? Something we're wearing, isn't it, that's given us that? The world feels way more dangerous than it did, and I don't know why. It has felt dangerous up to now. But this feels different. Everything seems way more aggressive and territorial. And I just feel so much weaker all of a sudden. That sounded very close. Now, a headshot to one of these beasts might do the trick, you know. Well, I'll tell you what, that's obviously where they live. Let's not go that way. For some reason, I decided to investigate that place. Is this where all of the dead children of Atom are usually? I mean, we're here, you know. Oh my goodness me. None of my guns are loaded, ever. Is there a bomb somewhere here? Oh my god, that's just creepy as hell. Oh my god, they're gonna kill me, man. Mole rats. I am going to get killed by mole rats. Guys, this is not what I signed up for. I'm not joking when I say this, right? These enemies have scared me more times in this game than any other enemy I have ever encountered in any game ever. And that's so funny to say, because they're mole rats. But it's that. Now, it's actually not very loud for me right now. It could be a bit louder. But I have played this game in the past. With maybe it was a bit louder than it is now. And those things, like I say, just walking along through the forest, and they jump out underneath your feet, out of nowhere. Okay, we're definitely not going in there. Nuka grenade. I'll take it. These guys look a bit different. I didn't actually mean to take her clothes then. I don't know how that happened. Oops. Dropped the wrong thing. Alright guys, we're on here. I am all over the place with this episode. I can feel it. Oh well, you get that every so often, don't you? Alright, now, where are we on our objective now? Okay, we're going this way. Health. Yeah, it's getting a bit low. Let's have a bite to eat. This will give us a little bit of health. Get that into you. Okay, what are we doing for perks? Now, we have to bear in mind, we can't save, you know. Doing this. God, not. Get on it. Sweet. So, we can now level up our guns. Upgrade our guns. So, I was thinking of going into the city, into one of the internal zones to take on the gunners, because when we get through the door, we can save. Whoa. Oh my goodness me. I'm terrified. I'm honestly terrified. They're spotting us from so far away. Where'd he go? Did he run to us? I didn't get him, did I? No, he's behind that bush. No, he's not. Did I get him? Oh my god, the bears are after us now as well. I'm not sure if you heard that bear. If you don't have headphones on, you might not have heard that. Tell you what, mate, I've spent too much time in Ground Zero for you to get away with those sort of hits. This block attack is practically impenetrable. Most of the time. Plus, they are a bit quicker than they are in Ground Zero. Get out of my house. Okay. Quite happy with how that went down. However, the whole world is clearly very, very, very hostile. And makes me kind of reconsider my choices here. Because gunners specific... Did you see those dogs? Oh my god! I reckon I can take him. Not by missing though. Fuck. That was too much of a gamble. That was way too much of a gamble. I was overconfident thinking one shot to the head would take him out. Shit. Alright, the world's different, guys. It's different. It feels different. So different, in fact, I think I need a minute to think about my options here. The gunners, what I was trying to say is that even going to see the gunners right now, they're so well armed. They're probably going to be so well armed, which is one of the reasons I want to go and see them, to get some guns. But we can't get near them. We're just not tough enough to withstand the damage and the threat. And probably our guns also aren't, or at least let's say could be upgraded a bit more. At least that hunting rifle could be upgraded to have a longer barrel at the very least. Maybe we're going to have to start sniping too by the looks of this. We might actually have to take a sniper rifle. Okay, change of plans. We're going to try and get our gun nut rank back. We'll get it very soon. We did lose that. Tell you what, let's go and do that. Let's get ourselves a little bit of XP. Do you get XP from scrapping things? Let's have a look here. From scrapping weapons. Oh no, I'm not going to let us build the workbench. I'm not going to let us build the workbench until we have the right perk. Gun nut rank 1. So forget that idea. Alright, let's just head out into the world, get a bit of XP. And we'll come back and do some more... some work on our guns. Where was Beantown Brewery? There. Raiders. I like the sound of taking on some raiders. Gunners, not so much. Yeah, I'm wondering how this would have gone so far if we had had Pack Attack installed the whole time. Would we have gotten anywhere near where we are now? Would it have been too lethal? There it is. Interesting. Oh my god. We made it. Don't panic. At the end of the day, we were going for, you know, a bit more realism. Obviously, with the real AI mod, once we got to grips with it, a bit more difficulty. I don't remember it being quite like this, though. I feel like it wasn't. So if Pack Attack has taken that up a notch, essentially the formula feels like the more realistic the game world becomes, the much slower you have to play and the much more tactical you have to be, and clearly much more of a distance you have to maintain. For now at least, until we gear up. So I'm not averse to that style of gameplay. I don't know how much you, the viewer, want to experience that kind of slow pace. This is a zone, by the way. That kind of slow and tactical pace. Please do let me know, actually. It's very helpful for you to tell me what you like. You know, if you're watching the series, parts of it you like, parts of it you don't like.
End of the line!
Now, guys, I'm not going to save. Okay, we've got to save at the We've got to save at the beginning here. Every time we die now, after that first kill, we get to hear that wonderful Breaking Bad level up sound. Okay, so I'm not going to save over it. I hope you don't mind. Decapitate the monkey. Okay, we're going to go slow here, guys. I'm not sure what the likelihood of us surviving this is, but... So as I was saying...
Hey, who's there? Drop dead already.
Bro. Interesting that he wasn't firing at me. Yeah, when you watch these series, please do consider that letting me know which elements you're enjoying, which elements you aren't enjoying so much, if there are any elements you're not enjoying. It lets me know how it's being received, you know, as opposed to just you're watching it, maybe you're commenting. If you're watching it and there's things you don't like, you can let me know. And what I'm trying to say is it can potentially influence my decisions around doing other series. So for example, you're watching this, you're not a big fan of this slow, very technical gunplay. Then I consider maybe I'll do a less realistic series or version for you, a less tactical style. Oh shit. This is ultra tactical. Anyway, we're going to carry on. So one of the next videos we're doing, as mentioned, is the Permadeath series on Ground Zero with real AI. And what that means is it's going to be a very slow experience. Because it's permadeath. So we die, we die. Proper permadeath. It's just going to be zombies though, so it's going to be a bit more manageable than as if this was a permadeath series, because this is insane. And I would have to probably tweak the damage a lot. What is crawling around my feet? Shit. Did I not hit him then? So, please do. Let me know how you feel about this. Got him. If I had to explain it, it's like all of a sudden I feel like all of the enemies have had like next level training with regards to their gunplay. which actually feels really cool. But obviously it's difficult, you know, it's gonna be difficult. So if we can clear this place out, we gotta save anyway. What the fuck was that? Oh, that was a trap. Was that a trap? Did I walk? Did I trigger? What are they called? The rope, the string. Can't remember what they're called. You know, when you got the rope going across here. Tension trap of some sort. I can't. Why can't I think of the name? A tripwire. All right, buckle your seatbelts, guys. We might be in for a bit of a ride with this one. Whoa. What about this guy? Gun's not loaded, is it? Yeah, I'm not going to worry about looting. Alright, clearly. Clearly looting right now. I'll take ammo, but... it's probably just going to be a massive waste of time if we keep dying. Now that I think about it, I might have had my torch on all that time. That was a miss. You see the bullet really... see the bucket ricochets? The bucket... the bullets are ricocheting off of the wall. Like a split second later. Oh my god! Is that a boss? Is that a boss of some sort? Wow, this has really got me. It's gone next level, hasn't it? Shit. Honestly, there's some sort of invisible rad roach. Okay, stop looting, dude. You know what, guys? Right now, I'm feeling like I need to take a next level of toughness or something. You know, we can go gun nut later, can't we? We're probably going to get another level up in this area. Because, well, that's just mental. I'll tell you what, let's level up all of our stats. We'll let our Radaway do its trick, do its job for a little bit there. Taking that Radaway actually hurt us, did it? Maybe not. So the Radaway's still in effect. Kind of helpful having those markers on the right. I feel like maybe they should disappear a bit, you know? Like you can press a key for your HUD to get rid of them. But I like having them. God, that bastard hit me quite a few times then. Oh my god. That was pretty mental. That was with toughness as well. Alright, let's try this again. Ah, so there's a limit to how many things can display on the right there. They've got to be upstairs. So I'm going to call it, I think, already, guys. This is not quite the experience I'm going for this series, I don't think. Compared to how the gameplay has been up to now.
Playing games with me, huh?
No, that's not loaded.
Keep your eyes open. I think this asshole's using a stealth boy.
Did he just change his gun? No? Not sure if I hit him then. I don't think this is the experience I'm going for this series. The gunplay up to now has been way more manageable. Holy shit. You know, we think about getting 5, 6, 7 kills in a row. But this is not that. Now, I love this. This is great. But again, I don't know how you guys feel about this sort of thing. So
Oh, it's off.
I keep forgetting about him. That toughness perk is making no difference. Oh, that was too much of a hesitation, dude. Oh, I can't see it. I need this torch. I feel like I keep hitting the wall here. So I think what I'm going to do is, I mean, we're coming up on the end of the episode. This has been a fun experiment. But for this particular series so far, it doesn't... Holy fuck. Oh, wow. It feels like this is too much of a deviation from the kind of flow that we had going on, alright?
Peekaboo.
I'm feeling like I'm playing Stalker now, like when we played Stalker Anomaly on the channel. As amazing as that was. It's not everyone's cup of tea. And so... Damn it. Thought I had a Molotov equipped for some reason. Ooh, okay. Let's just chalk this episode up to experimentation. And a fun experiment. One that is actually already inspiring another playthrough, another series. One obviously suited to way more tactical and intensely realistic gunfights. It's just really great to know that it's doable. You know, to give you a little bit of an insight, I've already got lined up for the channel, like we did with Far Cry 3, where we added mods in that give us more of a realistic gunplay feeling. Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5 and Far Cry 6, I've already got the mods lined up to do the same for them because I really like that kind of gunplay. I'm looking for holotapes. Now what was it we got? This one. I don't think I've ever found a holotape of this before. Oh, it just tells you, does it? This holotape contains encoded subroutines for the brewing of the Gwinnett brand. Dead Redcoat Ale. Attempting to use these brewing subroutines without licensing agreement is considered theft of corporate secrets. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, whatever. Now, is that the same elevator that's down there then? So what we're going to do is, I'm going to remove the mod. What that means, unfortunately, is that the only safe way for me to do that is to reload the save that we had before this episode, alright, where we started out in the garage with the super mutants. So I guess what we're experiencing now, you and I, is... What's our character called again? Rupert. Rupert's having a nightmare. It's horrific. Everyone in the Commonwealth seems to have been trained by the military, and overnight, even the wildest, craziest raiders, who he hasn't had a problem. Oh, it was the same thing that got me last time. It missed me this time. Oh, thank God I was walking quickly. Okay, I think this is actually the same elevator that goes up, so we could be clear here. Yeah, we're cleared. However, turns out this was all just a nightmare. And that means that we're going to call it there for this episode, I think. It's been a very good test, a fun test. And probably normally I would actually just uninstall it and re-record this episode. But for you guys to see what this is, and, you know, I've been talking a little bit about it up to now, haven't I? Whoa, 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 we are still not clear, man. I've been talking about wanting to install this and trial it out. And so now you have come along for the journey. The trial journey. Let's just throw this in for the time being. And because it's the last episode for a while, I feel like it's been a good kind of temporary, what would you call it, cliffhanger.
What the fuck was that?
Can you shoot through these grates? Yes, you can. Yeah, it's making me want to explore the world again, right from the beginning, with both mods active, just to see what that's like. So we haven't yet managed to answer our question around the gunners and what gear they've got and how lethal they're going to be. Jesus, if the raiders are like this, imagine what the gunners would be like. Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll remove the mod. When we return, which I don't know when it will be, it probably will be once the Ground Zero Permadeath series comes to a conclusion, which honestly might be episode 1. I haven't made it yet. I want to film it today. So this will be back basically as soon as that's done. At least I think. Unless something else comes up in the meantime. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pose this question. Do you feel the same way? Do you think it's a little bit too much of an intense experience for what we've been going through and what we've been playing with? And would you rather see me remove the mod and go back to the beginning as it was? Or, I mean, if so many of you comment on this video that actually you'd rather see it like this, you tell me. I would be happy to continue, especially if you guys are interested in it. Otherwise, we'll go back to how it was before. So let me just try and get home. I will leave the mod inactive and you can tell me what you think. Now, bear in mind that I've asked that. I'm going to start recording the Ground Zero Survival Permadeath series after this, after finishing this today. But it could be over before this episode even airs, actually. So just bear in mind, you are welcome to comment, but it may not be relevant anymore. If the Ground Zero series has already come to an end, probably don't bother. Okay, that was a weird one. That was interesting. That was difficult. And I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, please do remember, lots of links in the description. I always encourage you to check them out so that you know you have access to tons and tons of other really cool Fallout 4 playlists on the channel. If Fallout 4 is your jam, along with a load of other games as well that you can check out. Thank you for joining me. I do hope you will join me again very soon. Look out for the Ground Zero hardcore survival permadeath series, if you're not aware of that. I'm sure you are, but look out for it. I'm looking forward to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you for joining me. See you in the next one. Goodbye for now.